Welcome to Life Passages, The Soul's Journey. I'm your host, Nancy Bloom, and we have a special episode for you today with Windsong Martin. She's a singer and songwriter and offers songs and ceremonies for women through all stages of their lives. So I'm very excited about our show, and I'm glad you're here with us. Welcome, Windsong.
Thank you.
Yeah, and in a moment, we're going to show a song, Ode to Water, that you wrote recently, and there's a video with that. And do you want to say anything about how that song came to you, or?
Sure. That song was written after I spent 9 days with the 13 Indigenous grandmothers up in Lincoln City.
On the Oregon coast? Right?
Yes, they're women from all over the world, all different Indigenous people praying for their water. And when I got home, that song came through.
So let's have the studio bring that beautiful video up, and we can hear the song and see all of the images that your son, Shanti, put to it. And so we're calling for that song, Ode to Water, and the video that goes with it.
Standing in the water, water washing me clean, healing sparkle in water, rushing over me, from the rain to the river to the deep blue sea. This blessed water's always running so free, from the glaciers on the mountain where the snow is falling down. This blessed water feeds the thirsty ground, rushing into rivers over waterfalls. It's the blood of the mother as it nourishes all. So give thanks to the water. Thanks to the water. Sing to the water. Sing to the water. Pray for the water. Pray for the water. Take care of the water. Take care of the water. Way-ya, hey-ya, 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 hey-ya. Way-ya, hey-ya, hey-ya, hey. Way-ya, hey-ya, 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 hey-ya. Way-ya, hey-ya, hey-ya, hey. Ocean, rivers, springs, and rain, water blesses the earth again. Ocean, rivers, springs, and rain, water blesses the earth. Ocean, rivers, springs, and rain, water blesses the earth again. Ocean, rivers, springs, and rain, water blesses the earth. Sacred water, precious water, living water. Sacred water, precious water, living water.
Thank you for watching the Ode to Water with us and listening to that song. Thank you, Windsong, for bringing that through and blessing us with it. Yeah, wow. Okay, you have another song for us too, right?
Yes, and this is the song that I'm using to open the theme today of celebrating the sacred feminine.
Yes.
I wanted to just introduce this song. It was one of the earliest songs I wrote in honor of women, and it speaks about women and the need for having their strength in order to be in this world at this time.
And we need that strength more than ever now.
Right.
Yeah.
All ages of women.
From little girls, babies, all the way up
Yeah.
to grandmas and elders.
Women from the mountains, women from the sea, women from the plains and women from the valley. The grandmother calls to us, she's singing an ancient song. Grandmother calls for the women to be strong, for the women to be strong. Women arise. And that's just an introduction.
Oh, beautiful. Yes, I got shivers hearing that song. And as a person who shares with women ceremonies and songs for their different stages of life, you have prepared a way for us to tap into that today by sharing with us the different ways you work with the beginning of life, like Blessing Way, all the way up to elderhood and even death. So I would just invite you to begin at the beginning. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, in my community, through living in Southern Oregon, when I first came in 1978, I discovered that there was a women's ceremonial movement here, honoring all the stages of a woman's life. And what was the first, at that time in my life, I was younger, I was in my 20s, and birth was one of the more important ones, and the first stage of life is when you're born. And there's a tradition in the Navajo tradition that does women's blessings for babies being born, which really was the seed that started these eclectic circles that we were having. And so they're now called Blessing Ways, and they feature the woman who's about to have the baby. All of their familiar women come together and do prayers for them. It's sort of like a ritualistic shower, but what we call shower is no longer.
Baby shower, but it's more
This is
ceremonial.
more about prayers and about doing things to give the women endurance and a sense of connectedness to their women through that time of the birth. So I'll sing a song that we often sing at the Blessing Ways. We all came to welcome you. We all came to your birth. We all came to welcome you to earth. And I was there to love you, and I was there to love you, and I was there to love you, and give my body for your quick and easy entrance here through heaven's open door.
Beautiful.
And that one was a very old song that we learned through the Colorado Midwives Association.
Okay, so it was a circle song that
That's
someone
right.
had created, and now it's being used for these blessing ways.
Right.
Beautiful.
And during the Blessing Ways, the women's hair is braided and their feet are washed.
The pregnant mommy
Yeah,
about to
while
give
they're
birth.
in the ceremonial world with the women for an hour or two, and then the women make a necklace out of, each woman brings a bead and prays over the bead and makes a necklace for the women to hold while they're in labor through the birth.
So they bring the presence and the love and the prayers of their sister women
Right.
into that birthing challenge.
That's right.
Yeah, beautiful. And then you also were sharing with me that you would like to put some focus on the coming of age ceremonies that you help guide and create, and for young women coming of age, and perhaps letting us know how that's guided, and
Yes,
the
so-
song that goes with it.
So as a woman grows into their youth, the whole idea of having ceremony to mark the transitions of each of their life phase is that they become aware that they are sacred as a person.
Wow, that's such an important, let's pause on that a moment.
Yes.
They are sacred, we are sacred, you are sacred, and you are sacred. Those of you watching.
That's right. And a male or female baby that's born
Yes.
can be honored in equally the same way, and with a life passage for men or women, but I'm more trained in the women's ceremony.
That's right. So this will focus on how you work with young women.
So with the young women, there's more than one way, of course, to honor a child who has become a woman. Each woman knows their daughter well enough to know whether they're really shy. If they're super shy, then sometimes you only bring a few aunties and a few friends to do this blessing, or you can wait within that first year, which actually I've found to be more comfortable for the young woman. By the first year, then by the very end of it, the coming of age ceremonies are more productive because they've realized that they are really a woman now.
This is the first year after they have
After
started
they've
to have
started
their
their
moon.
right, and so then often the way we've done these ceremonies is we'll circle with the girls and bring an elder in to educate them about what it means to be a woman, how to understand how to take care of themselves, the right kind of teas to drink, how to feel respect for themselves, how to protect themselves in the world, and then also to honor them with gifts and with songs, and then sometimes we'll do group ceremonies where more than one girl is involved, and we'll have them come together and be in a class for a while, and then when they come out of the class, they present something special to the other women, to like a poem or a song that they've written, to give them the understanding that they are now an individual whose voice is important.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then we put
understanding.
them under the tunnel of women raising their arms and making a tunnel, and they weave their way under the tunnel, and when they come out the other end, they're a woman. That's symbolically how we do that.
Sort of like they're going through the birth canal and coming out into womanhood.
That's right.
And there's a song that you'd like to share with us that you've created for this?
Yes, there's one that I've written recently. It goes like this. New woman, bless your sacred womb. Now your cycles are in tune with the rhythm of the moon. Can you feel the ebb and flow, the rise and fall, the wax and wane of the mother moon? New woman, you're in tune. Sacred woman, we welcome you.
Wow, beautiful. Just at the end there, I was contemplating how it could have felt to be a young woman coming into my own as a woman and have this support. And hearing that song would have been lovely. And we're right around our perfect timing. We're just about halfway through our show. And so we wanted to move forward now and have you share with us a bit about working with eldering women and ways that we can honor women moving into their elder years.
Well, there's one phase we've missed.
Oh, well, yes.
Which is the heart of womanhood, which is before you turn into the elder, the nurturing part of life, where you are the productive, creative force of who you are as between your 20s and 60s, basically, where you're manifesting yourself.
Beautiful.
And during those years, there's ceremonial aspects that you can use which mark the seasonal changes, the cyclic changes of the seasons, the planting cycles. So often we'll meet on the new moon with our women's circle, and we plant the seeds of new beginnings each new moon to give us a sense of purpose to let go of the old and bring in our new life for the season, the cycle of that 28 days until the next moon cycle.
Beautiful.
And those times are very precious because they build friendships and they build stamina.
Great.
And so for a short little new moon song, there's one that goes like this. Sister moon, hear me calling to you in your newness tonight as you veil your light. Sister moon, hear me calling to you in your newness tonight as you veil your light. Dark of womb where the seed is embraced, flowing free from its sacred place. Sister moon, hear me calling to you in your newness tonight as you veil your light.
That creates a lovely atmosphere for planting of the seeds of our vision for the next month.
That's
beautiful.
right.
It's an embracing feel that song
Right.
offers.
There are hundreds of songs written for empowering women, and I could share many of them, but we don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, so we're just moving through, and now we will come to the eldering
That's right.
time and ways of honoring that time and supporting women in that time.
Right, and so often in this world that we live in the civilized world, becoming an elder can become kind of frightening or diminishing in some way, but in this world of honoring women, it actually is extremely empowering to get to the point where you are now an elder, past that time of being able to have children, but now birthing the strength of your wisdom.
Well said.
And so becoming a guide for younger women, for the world, actually having a voice in politics, having a voice in the environment, having a voice in your family's lives and guiding your children, your grandchildren. And I was blessed to have met many very, very strong elderly women who guided my way. Grandmother Agnes, Jean Collingsworth, Mona Wilson, and many others that really took me under their wing and gave me that guidance. So when I became 60, my friends honored me in a great, wonderful ceremony where they made me this quilt. This quilt represents 35 women, each one of them made a different square, and they wove into it their experience of me throughout my many years of friendship with them. And they presented it to me in a ceremony to birth me into my elderhood.
Beautiful.
And it's a wonderful,
empowering.
wonderful way to take hold of turning 60, which is, you know, and become that part of yourself, you know.
And it strikes me that as you experience the quilt in your home, or you lie under it at times, or it's on your wall, it's reflecting for you all the medicine that you've gathered through your lifetime.
That's right.
This square I was noticing to me is the quintessence of you. It's the stream flowing and the guitar, and it represents to me your singing by the flowing waters, which I experience you do a lot.
That's right.
Yeah. And you want to share a song for the eldering time?
Okay, I'll sing one that I wrote also. It goes like this. Oh, grandmother, I feel you sitting here beside me. I know that you care. Oh, grandmother, bless me with your song. Give me the courage to carry on. Oh, grandmother. Oh, grandmother. Oh, grandmother.
And it strikes me it's calling to the grandmothers that can be a support for us, and to our inner grandmother to call her forth.
That's right.
Beautiful. And then we spoke about death song. You have a way of honoring the dying process, supporting women through that, maybe supporting families through loss of a loved one.
Yes, and that is the most delicate of all ceremonies. because birth is one thing, it's the celebration, and death, of course, is the loss of your beloved. But in a way, it's a birth of their spirit into the, however your belief is, but into the oneness of creation. And so recently I lost my father, and I was thinking a lot about that, and I thought, well, what would I want to sing if I was the one going? And this was the song I want to sing when I...
To have others sing for you?
Yeah, to have others sing for me. It's one that I wrote, but they can
let's
sing it
find
anyway.
out. I'll be happy to be one of those others with you.
Oh, gosh, I have to get it in my mind. At the end of my life, on my journey home, may the earth be nourished by my bones, by my bones. May tears of joy be the tears I cry. May the waters cleanse me and purify, purify. May my songs resound through the universe. May the angels sing them verse by verse, verse by verse. May my soul ascend to the golden sun. May my heart rejoice and turn into love, turn into love, turn into love.
Oh, that's so deep. Brought tears to my eyes. Beautiful. Yes. And when you said, may my song reverberate through the universe, I was thinking how I've heard it said that the sounds we make circle the world many times. So if we have angry words in a courtroom, that circles the world many times. But songs of blessing and songs of love and songs of support and of peace are just an amazing uplift to ourselves and our world. That's a very, very beautiful song of dying. I would like to have access to it, so if I am dying, which I will be at some point, that would be a beautiful song to be hearing on the journey forth. Yeah, wow.
And speaking of songs that reverberate through the universe, which I really do believe that singing has that vibrational healing quality.
Yes.
Many people have heard the song that I wrote, the Mother I Feel You song.
Oh, right. Yes.
And it has traveled around the world now.
Multiple times. And we're about to focus on that song. We have a couple minutes before we show the video that's been assembled by Wanda Borland, our director. And is there something more you'd like to say before we play that video about Mother I Feel You, which is one of my favorite songs that you've written?
Well, I would just say that I would empower everyone to really listen internally, because I believe that these gifts that I've been given, these songs and these inspirations, have really come from sitting quietly in nature and listening. And this particular song, Mother I Feel You, was literally, I was in meditation when the song came pouring through. I wasn't even awake, and it just came pouring in, and I was singing it when I woke up from a meditation. And so it gave me the awareness of how powerful spirit can be to deliver these messages.
That's so true, and I love your invitation to people to be meditative and open and awake and aware to receive these things. And then I love your willingness to honor it so deeply and bring this song forth, which has supported and nurtured and empowered so many people throughout this country and the world.
And it's really a song for the Mother Earth, which is greatly in need of our prayers and support.
So true. And on that note, I think in a moment we can go to playing Mother I Feel You. It's been a song that you've sung many, 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 many times in circles, and it's traveled, like we said, throughout the world and been sung by people in circles. And this that we'll be experiencing is you singing it. It has instrumentation behind and beautiful
This was
images.
produced by John on a compilation album called Earth, Water, Fire, and Air.
Okay. And so we invite the control room then to bring up this beautiful video with you singing Mother, I Feel You.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you for being here with us. We'll go out on that song.
Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ya hey ya, hey ya ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ya hey ya, hey ya ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya ho. Mother, I hear you in the river's song. Eternal waters flowing on and on. Mother, I hear you in the river's song. Eternal waters flowing on and on. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ya hey ya, hey ya ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ya hey ya, hey ya ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya ho. Father, I see you when the eagle flies. Light of the Spirit's gonna take us